Hey little angels, it's time for the sea dragons to unwind. We will talk about Mel Gibson, space and planets and everything. Would you rather never listen to this or die? Now the sea dragons will fly.
All right, welcome to Sea Dragon Comedy Podcast. This is episode 14. My name is Josh.
Taylor's signing back in.
B. Ryan.
DJ Justin.
And this is Kevin. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 14. So today we got a pretty good, pretty solid lineup for you guys. I hope you guys are all excited to talk about all the stuff that we have today. Let's start out with the dead of the week. It's almost the end of February here, 2017, and we got some more people to add to our list. So I don't know if you guys heard, Josh sent me these today. The founder and owner of Little Caesars Pizza has passed away.
Oh, that one's tough.
Oh no, why couldn't it be Papa John?
Papa John's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's too busy fucking getting banged by Peyton Manning. So
Kev, he's too busy getting better ingredients and better pizza.
He's in Italy right now searching better ingredients.
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Mike Ilitch, is that how you pronounce it? Ilitch?
Oh yes, he's not only that, but he was the president of the Detroit Red Wings, I think, and the Tigers.
Yeah,
oh,
he
really?
was.
I didn't know that.
Talk about a man who was gonna get rich any way he really wanted to.
Well, now, yeah, he was old. He was old though.
Yeah,
true.
Apparently, that's pretty big things. You know, he was the president of the Red Wings during their whole time of success, and yeah. But apparently, he was a pretty good guy. So I've heard. I don't know.
That one makes me sad. No, I am sad, Josh, because I love $5 hot and ready. I really enjoy it. And Little Caesars marinara.
Pinch.
Oh yeah, I mean $5.
What?
Kev. You roll in, it's hot, it's fucking ready, and then you're out the door.
Have you ever had it, Josh?
Yeah, isn't it pure junk?
No, actually,
it used to be. It used to be garbage pizza. Like nobody would ever eat it. It was only good if you bought it. I don't know if you guys ever had somebody sell it to you, but like Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or something like that used to sell hot and ready things or whatever you'd be able to buy.
That sounds terrible. You can't say hot and ready things, Kevin. You have to say hot and ready pizza.
Not coming from
I also
hot and ready pizza. They didn't call it hot and ready back then. It was just a Little Caesars pizza packet or whatever it was. They would send you all the ingredients for the Little Caesars pizza. You would freeze it until you were ready, and then you would bake it in the oven, and you make your own pizza.
Ready to eat.
Yeah, I mean it would be refrigerated and shit like that. But yeah,
so we could call it cold and ready.
Yeah, okay.
Cold and not ready yet.
You would get that. I don't remember if you. It was so long ago that I've had this. I can't remember if you got it in the mail, like a fucking Omaha steak with a cooler or whatever, or if you had to go. I forget what it was, but you buy all the shit and you bring it to your house. You make your own Little Caesars pizza. That's when it was good. Then it turned junk for a while, and now it's not bad again.
You get a hot and ready on dry ice. You're like, this doesn't make sense.
It's hot.
Who else died?
We've also got George Steele, professional wrestler, better known as The Animal. I don't know if you guys know him at all. He's dead, 79.
He was pretty popular, I guess, back in the day.
Yeah. I think probably early 80s, he was probably most popular. Maybe
probably with Ric Flair and fucking Hulk Hogan shit.
Yeah.
George the Animal Steele.
Yeah.
He was an animal. He looked like Wolverine because he literally had so much hair on him.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It looked like he was wearing like a Russian down feather jacket. It was pretty intense.
Nice. We also have Hal Moore. He's a United States Army Lieutenant General. He commanded actual battle in Vietnam, and it was memorialized in the movie We Were Soldiers, which was a Mel Gibson movie.
That's right.
We love Mel Gibson.
Fucking love him.
Do. Yep.
Rest in peace. Thank you for our service. Not Mel Gibson, but
no, that'd be.
Yeah, no, Mel Gibson is still very much alive. But
jeez, don't even say that, Brian.
Dude, Mel. Oh my
we would have had to cancel the
I knocked
podcast
on wood.
if that happened.
Don't worry, I knocked on wood.
These are the only kind of deaths that actually, I wouldn't say I'm sad about, but that you can actually get behind because the guy, he was a veteran and shit like that. So you actually don't feel, maybe not feel bad because he's probably pretty old. Oh yeah, he was 94. So yeah, he was definitely ready to go. But he probably could have served another tour in Iraq or something. But you feel the sympathy for him. He did his time for us. So famous respects.
I feel like they have to make a We Were Soldiers 2 now with Melly in there again, and and kind of reenact the whole him dying thing and his funeral. I feel like Mel Gibson would just crush it.
But
he can pretty much do whatever he wants. Mel Gibson is, any movie he was ever in was great, and every movie he directed, minus the Jesus Christ one. I didn't get on board with that.
Yeah. Did you happen to catch any of our last podcast, Taylor?
No. Are we on a big Mel Gibson jump now?
Yeah, we talked about What Women Want and a bunch of other Mel Gibson movies, and basically he said that he's one of the greatest actors ever.
Taylor,
I
don't know. I've always been on a big Mel Gibson binge. I've always been a big fan of his.
I'll tell you guys, I was 13 years old. I saw What Women Wanted, and I that's past tense, what they wanted. And I wanted to do his job. I fell in love. I was like, wow, this movie's amazing, and my life has changed, and I want to be an advertiser. I never did it. Clearly, I grew up and didn't follow any of my dreams, but excellent flick, and you could even get in I almost said Die Hard. Fucking, well, him and Danny Glover. What were those?
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Yeah, we talked about that one too.
All 16 of those were fucking awesome.
Yep. He's up for an Oscar Sunday, which he will win. Mark my word.
Absolutely, Josh. How he hasn't been up sooner should be a topic of discussion.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, and you got people like fucking Denzel and Tom Hanks and shit winning Oscars. Like bullshit. Those guys are so overrated. Someone like Mel Gibson up there. Yeah.
Agreed. You get Beyonce's performance at the Grammy was the greatest thing of all time. All she did was rub her belly for 30 minutes and read a poem from Roald Dahl. It wasn't Roald Dahl. I made that up, but
yeah, no.
It's like people are like, that's the best thing I've ever seen. I'm like, well, you clearly have never even seen a Little Caesars Hot already.
Taylor, not to end it, but we definitely covered the Grammys last week. So
yeah, we're gonna move on. So
that's all right.
We'll give you a little bit because a little bit of slack because you weren't here last week, which we should offer that slack anyway. But you guys heard the big news about NASA discovering the 7 planets in a nearby solar system. Well, I shouldn't say nearby, but that have Earth-like qualities and could be potential Earths.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
Pretty intense. Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Pretty amazing stuff there.
Yeah, well, what they said, so it's 40 light years away, which it's not
44, yeah.
Whatever, yeah, it's a little far, but it's 7 planets, basically kind of similar to our solar system, and they all 7 possibly could have water or had water, but 3 of the 7 are in the Goldilocks zone, they call it, where it's they can be
habitable zone.
Habitable zone, and there could be 3 Earths. It's ridiculous.
It's honestly amazing. I think to give our viewers just an idea of how far 40 light years is, 1 light year is how far it takes light to travel in a year, and light can travel 356,000 miles in 1 second. So it's close on an astronomical level, but it's absolutely fucking very far. It would take us over 40 million years at current technology to get there, but it's still an absolutely stunning thing for us to even find that in our lifetime.
Well, we could send our Voyager right now, the Voyager probe that's already out there. They said it would only take 17,000 years because of the momentum it builds up, but 17,000 years to get there.
What if it broke down after like 16,000 years?
Well, what happens if it gets
It's
there?
like one
and
light
then
year
the
away
planet-
and can't quite make it.
What happens if
Running out
it
of
gets
gas,
there
like,
and the
well,
planets are non-existent?
Wait,
That's a good point,
Justin,
Ryan.
I'm
That's the
also
thing, too, because
that's not true. 70 it's 40 light years away. It takes light 40 years to get there, but the Voyager is somehow traveling
Dude,
at such a speed
can-
at 7. No, that's not
Yeah,
accurate.
it is, dude. It is.
17,000 years. The Voyager's traveling like twice the speed of light.
It doesn't need to travel twice the speed of light. It
Yeah, it does.
Well, light takes 40
light years
40
away.
years. 40 years for light. It's 17,000 years for the Voyager.
Oh, I guess my math was off. So the Voyager's got to travel like 175,000 miles a second.
Come on,
Something
Mr.
like that.
Engineer.
Sorry, boy.
But none
has
of,
that.
none of us are going to make it there.
Oh, Josh, you were says 40 light years, 235 trillion miles from Earth.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The planets are relatively close to us.
Yeah.
It's in the constellation Aquarius. So if you look up in the sky, you can see them.
Wait,
the other
how many?
crazy thing is that you can see all the planets in the sky like as if we were to see the moon.
Yeah,
Like, that's
so
how close they are together.
So it said that it is so close that you could be able to see the cloud formations in the sky on the opposite planets. So you'd be looking up, and you could literally see geographical, like mountains or something like that, or rocky outcroppings, whatever, or cloud formations. It's just pretty nuts. The gravity there must be intense.
Yeah, you can see structures and shit if there were structures, obviously, on the other
What are you
planets.
saying? What do you mean you can see them?
So if you were on one of the planets,
From one planet to the other, yeah.
So,
Oh, relative.
So the 3 planets that are in the habitable zone. If you were on, let's say, because they're all closer to their relative sun than Mercury is to ours. Like that's how close they are to the sun. But it's the sun that they're revolving around.
It's a dwarf star. It's much younger.
A dwarf star, so it's nowhere near as hot, and like you said, it's much younger. So it's in a couple million years, I guess, that planet would not be habitable, but that's neither here nor there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I guess because the dwarf star will die soon. It doesn't have the energy of ours. They
No,
said
no,
that
they
their
said-
star is roughly the size of our Jupiter.
Well-
So it's not a very powerful
it's
star
gonna get bigger.
whatsoever.
Let's say if it's a dwarf, it'll probably get bigger, right? Yeah, I'm not too.
They said it still has
Keen.
100 trillion years to go, so that's 700 times longer than our sun is going to be around for.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because our sun doesn't have a long life.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's fucking go then. You know, let's fucking
I'm ready.
go find that fucking planet.
Yes.
There's a
Oh my
callback.
God, that makes
If we
me
can,
happy.
if we can find a wormhole, dude, I'll go. I'll definitely go.
I'd rather go there than Mars. Everybody that wants to sign up for that Mars trip, like, wow, what do you think? You're Matt Damon in the fucking Martian? You're gonna die in like 3 weeks. You suck. Just end it here. Just end it on Earth. Tell your loved ones goodbye. Don't go. Don't go to Mars.
Can I ask a question, Kevin? You said it was 235 trillion miles away, correct?
Yeah.
And Justin, you said that what could reach there and how long?
The Voyager probe, 17,000 years. That's what I read somewhere today.
17,000 years. Okay.
That's a fast pace right there. That's
The thing picks up speed.
times 10.
Mach
getting-
10 times 10. Mach 100.
I'm getting 13 billion miles per year on that. So, I mean,
That's on average.
So you think the Voyager's traveling that fast?
so
That's a nice clip.
divide by 365, divide by 24 hours. I mean, that's 1.5, roughly 1.5 million miles per hour. I'm not sure that
You
I don't
could
think that's possible.
you could finish the Boston
know-
Marathon in 0.1 seconds.
whoever found is. I hope that was like a NASA scientist that put that out there, because I would love someone to tweet at them and just be like completely wrong.
It was on the
All that,
article
yeah.
that whatever it was on today. It was on like Mashable.
Yeah, it's probably some idiot that doesn't.
I'm on the actual NASA site with the article that they have, and I don't see anything about that.
Yeah, they're liars.
So it says, the only thing I see about the Hubble says, following up on the Spitzer discovery, NASA's Hubble telescope has initiated the screening of the 4 of the planets, including the 3 inside habitable zones. The observations aim at assessing the presence of puffy, hydrogen-dominated atmosphere, typical for gaseous worlds like Neptune and around the planets. So it doesn't say anything about that going to be there in 17 million light years or whatever.
I think the fact that they think that there's liquid oceans on them, really to produce a liquid ocean, you have to have an atmosphere similar to ours.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, honestly, guys, if someone came down right now and said, cut off your left leg, if there's not life on those planets, I'd be like, I'll take that bet. 100%. There's at least some kind of single-celled organism chilling on that motherfucker, eating a Little Caesars hot and ready.
So the neat thing about these is that NASA believes that the planets are tidally locked to their star, which means that only one side of the planet is ever facing the sun. So it's gonna have vastly different weather patterns and stuff like that on each side of the planet, so it might have wicked high winds coming from the sun side that blow over to the shade side and would affect the temperature. So it might not be incredibly ideal to live on those planets.
Well, you know what the other thing is too is you got to think they're saying Earth-like, but if they're off by a couple hundred degrees, you know what I mean? At least nothing that we know can survive in that, right? Granted, there could be other life forms that have adapted to that environment.
I would say it's probably mostly algae type stuff that can
something
grow
you can't even grasp. And also too to think that even if they were like a million years off, which is nothing in like space world time, right? A million years is pretty much nothing for the universe.
Infinitesimal, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, look at our planet a million years ago, or a million years from now, it probably won't even exist.
You also got to think about this, though, guys. In the what's the lowest point in California? Death Valley. There's sulfur pools where organisms have learned to live, not complex ones, but they've literally learned to live in pools of sulfur. And then you look at the bottom of our ocean where they don't need light or oxygen under immense pressure, and there are actual real organisms there. Now, it might not ever be a life form that we're used to seeing, and sometimes I see shit on Earth, and I'm like, that's fucking nuts. So, I mean, you gotta keep your mind open. It could be some really crazy shit. It could be the thing from Star Wars that Luke Skywalker rode in the Antarctica, chilling on the other side when he gutted it and slept in it. Yeah.
And I thought they smelled bad. On the outside. I just read this too on the article. It said Spitzer's if you guys didn't know, Spitzer is the telescope that they use to view these 7 planets. It's an infrared telescope that trails the Earth as it orbits the sun, and it's very well suited for studying the planets. The planetary system is called TRAPPIST. I can't remember what it stands for, but the sun in the TRAPPIST system glows so bright with infrared rays that the telescope can lock onto it and really study the solar system pretty well. Fucking science is nuts, dude. The things that you can come up with.
You know what I also think about, Kev, is like we're all so ecstatic, and it sucks. We won't see in our lifetime, but there's people that are just like, I took a nice selfie today. That's dog's cute. Well, I'll never hate dogs being cute, but it's like there's people that don't give a single shit about this, and it's kind of mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, it is mind-boggling.
It just really. No, go ahead.
No, it is ridiculous.
Bottle.
But it's not. So I think it is. But
by the way, the Voyager is traveling 950 miles per day, 950,000 miles per day. So
that's
goes
still
11 miles per second.
way slower than what you said.
Well, no, it was like 1 point something million, right?
I think 55 trillion.
And it's only been like 30 years.
I said 13. I think I said 13 billion per year, right? So that's 1, 2, 3. Hold on, give me a second. It's 13 million to divide. Trust me, this is fine. 0.365 divided by 24. Yeah, no, I got like 1.4. I got 1.5 million miles per hour.
Per hour,
not per day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like you're looking more at like
40,000 miles
17,000 times 4. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at more like 500,000 years or something. But
Either
know.
way, guys, it's that
I would
thing's
still go-
traveling fast,
Semantics.
and
Yeah.
the planet's
Either
far,
way,
it's
I'm
not
yeah.
no
I'm still gonna
semantics
go.
here.
I'm still gonna go. So
Did you get your ticket yet? Richard Branson's got a new he's got a little flight out there.
you know what my thing is though? Obviously, these places they can't be much more intelligent than us, or at least not like far superior intelligence, because we would have had something visit us by now.
Maybe
No.
it did.
Yeah, that's true. If you watch Ancient Aliens, right, you'll learn everything and it'll change your mind.
fucking god damn it.
I wish Dave was here.
According to
Yeah.
Dave Bailey.
Fucking asshole.
Or
with the
maybe they just
crazy
don't-
hair.
If they're that advanced
Well,
where
the
they
thing,
could
too,
visit us,
is
maybe they
that-
just don't want to.
It's so far away that the images that we're taking are so old that there could be a civilization there they're looking at our planet and saying the same thing about us. I mean,
Oh my God, you're right.
I think that you got a 5% chance, though, Kev, of a nice, peaceful alien race being like, let's just see what these motherfuckers is up to.
Yeah, but
And
Evan,
then
you're
I-
right.
nah.
Son of a bitch. He's right though, because
Yeah,
anything that
I
you
agree.
see is really however
it's
long ago.
how
Yeah.
the light came to us. And if we're
Fuck.
40 million, is it 40 million or 40 billion?
No, it's
years
just 40,
40 million.
40 light years.
Oh,
Sorry,
40 light years,
So if it's
yeah.
40 light
Yeah,
years,
40.
so it's only 40 years behind then.
Yeah. They could
By
be in
light,
Nazi
yeah.
Germany right now, and we're chilling.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
it's
Well,
also
that's
tough
not-
for us.
that's
I mean,
not 40
we
years
can't,
back,
we
my
can't
bad.
get, we can't really get at this point. I don't think super detailed images of the planets yet. So I mean, we don't know what they look like. We just know that they have that we could measure their density and measure the atmospheric gases coming off of it and stuff like that. So we can figure out if it could support life, but we can't see the actual planet what it looks like. So we don't know if there's actually life on that planet.
Oh, sure.
Also, I just said Nazi Germany. 40 years ago is like 1980.
It was 1977, Taylor. But yeah, you're
Well,
it's
yeah, Josh, let's not talk semantics
Pretty-
here.
pretty close. How many times are you gonna say some fucking semantics? And that was pretty close to Nazi Germany. It ended in 1970.
Somebody
Good math
said
again
semantics
there,
once.
engineer.
Who, me?
No, you were pretty close. Nazi Germany, what was it like 90? Was it 72, 73?
Right after
96.
Vietnam.
Mel Gibson movie.
It was right after Desert Storm.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about them being able to study that kind of stuff. I always wish I would have been smarter in school and been able to take some classes like that and figure it out. I think it's a little too late now, but something a little bit more closer to home. The Apollo 11 space capsule, the one that piloted the first man to the moon, at least in America, is going on a road trip.
Wow.
So it's
Oh,
obviously
is that so? It's Tom Hanks, Gary Sinise. Is it all them? Or
Gary
I
Sinise,
hope-
nice name drop.
he's
That would
up
be
there.
awesome.
He's up there with Mel Gibson almost.
Oh no, that was Apollo 13, right? That they went to the moon. They went.
Yeah.
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 They got fucked up.
Did they ever made a movie about Apollo 11, right? Because Apollo 13, they never made it to the moon. They were trying to get to the moon.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Phew, she's real.
Oh, sorry. Holy shit.
I thought that was a ghost, Taylor.
Thanks
Oh
for
my-
ruining the movie for me, Kevin.
Okay, I'm sorry about the movie, but guys, my aunt just came in my door. I was looking at you on the podcast, and she just scared the piss out of me with $100 bill. I never thought that would
Scared
scare
now.
me in my life.
Oh.
I'm grateful. Oh boy, I can't believe I just said, "Oh boy," what the fuck?
Too many crickets. That almost scared me too.
Golly, moving forward. Holy
Yeah, no worries,
shit, my
no
heart's
worries.
racing.
You gonna make it for the rest of the podcast?
Did you
Mike?
guys see
You be
that
all right?
coming?
Yeah, I watched the whole
Yeah, I
thing.
saw
Fucker,
that.
see that?
I wanted.
Yeah,
I
I
was
could-
waiting
oh
for you
my
to
God,
fall
you
backwards
assholes.
off your stool.
What if
I
I
told
just
her to
fell and
come
just
during the
snapped my
podcast.
neck?
I wish we
Brian.
recorded our visual podcast. I missed it.
What if Brian texted my aunt and was just like, "Go in Taylor's room and scare the piss out of him"? My first question would be, Brian, why do you and my aunt text each other? But my second question would be like, hey, that was cool. That's actually a statement. But moving on.
So yeah, the Apollo 11 is going to be stopping in museums in Houston, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Seattle. So if you guys want to see it, we'd have to go to one of those four cities. But it's going to. It's the 50th anniversary of its return to Earth from July 20th, 2019. So it's giving a chance for giving people in the areas can get up close and personal with the unbelievable artifact. Quoted by Dave Scorton, the secretary of the Smithsonian Institution. So I think it'd be pretty neat to be able to go see that. I actually might try to go.
Wait, what's the artifact? Is it the flag they found on the moon?
No, it's the actual space capsule.
Oh, I thought it was like the American flag they found on the moon, and they brought it back.
So yes, as Apollo is such an amazing story, we hope to relight that inspiration in America today. John Daly, the director of National Air and Space Museum, said.
John Daly's a professional
golfer.
This is a made-up thing. This isn't happening. Oh, and then fucking Tom Brady also is assisting.
But it also does say that 20 other objects from the Apollo 11 mission will also travel with the capsule, including gloves and a visor that Buzz Aldrin wore on the moon.
Wow.
A star chart used on board the lunar module, and a rock box that brought back the first samples from the moon's surface. What are the odds that someone steals one of these things, or tries to and gets fucking assassinated on the spot?
3 and 4.
Yeah.
It also says here that the visitors to the exhibition will also be able to explore an interactive 3D tour showing the inside and outside of the capsule. So apparently you'll be able to look physically inside of it. They're probably going to have it under lock and key pretty much. Visitors aren't allowed inside the capsule, but the interactive will let them see the graffiti the graffiti that Collins scribbled after the mission. The best ship to come down the line. God bless her.
Oh, that sounds all really boring to me, Kevin. I'm not really interested.
It does, and all I thought was I wish it was Phil Collins, and you get in there and you're so excited. It just says, "I can see it coming." In the air.
It's him in there just doing that one drum part.
That's amazing.
Every person just goes in, he does that, and then the next person. I would go see that.
That'd be worth it. That would be way worth it.
I'd go see that.
Josh, how was it? Dude, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins, man. It was pretty cool.
Life changing.
I also thought about how you just said rock box, Kevin. And I'm like, if you put the word 50 Cent and rock box together, what would you think then? I'd think crack rock box. Yeah, but with astronauts, you're like, oh, that's a rock from the moon. Like, clearly.
I didn't think of that at all, but.
No.
I'm ADD, guys. You know that. Come on.
You're also from Western Mass, where that thing's probably pretty popular.
True, and I did live in North Carolina for a couple of years.
True.
I don't want to think about it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of Western Mass, I bet people out there got some pretty weird disfigurements. They're probably disgusting inbred. Trash sewer dumpage people.
They are, Kevin. And I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story. So Northampton had a little thing called Police Officer High Five Day. So police would come in on Fridays, and Northampton's super fucking progressive. Like 70% of the women marched, and the mayor shipped them there on buses. You know, he said, "I'll do this for the city," but they actually caught the mayor on radio saying, "These fucking idiots," like 6 times. So he's just doing things to please people. That aside, so you get Northampton, the cops come in, and they high-five the kids on Fridays. They let them know, hey, it's cool, cops are all right, things are good. Someone got pissy about it. Someone got super fucking PC, and they shut it down because the cops were terrifying the children. And that's the fucking world we live in 2017.
No, it wasn't about them terrifying the children. It was more about them. The presence of the police officers there might instill negative emotions from the students who come from different diverse backgrounds or are from illegal alien parents or something like that. So, which is still overly retarded.
It's fucking Northampton too, so that's probably 0 children. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
but here's the thing: it's like someone goes to high five me, I get fucking terrified. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Why not a handshake? So I get it. Like high fives can be scary. So I'm on board.
Not like someone that you're like meeting. If you're just like walking by, like, hey, and if anything, it helps those kids because they're friendly and smiling and stuff and high five.
Yeah.
Josh, I was being really sarcastic there. High fives don't terrify me. Like what?
Your face is pretty convincing.
Well, it's not that.
Okay.
It's just I fucking hate everyone. But anyway, back to what you were saying, Kevin.
So yeah, that was a segue
Sorry,
into
Jeff.
our first would you rather. Would you guys rather not have elbows or not have any fingers?
Wow.
I thought so Josh sent me this earlier today, and I looked at it and I said that's kind of dumb. But then I thought about it. There are benefits to both sides, and there are extreme negatives to both sides. Yeah. So could you imagine trying to pick up anything without elbows? But then again, you wouldn't be able to do that without fingers either.
Oh man, this is so hard.
Didn't we already do this with elbows or knees?
Guys, you could almost try this. So basically, like your arms, like you have to keep your elbows locked all day, right? Or
No, not locked swinging. You don't have elbows.
Or no,
your arms are straight.
you don't have.
It would just
joints.
it would be basically
One
be a
big
single
bone.
bone in your arm.
Yeah. Or your fingers, and you basically tape your hands shut, right? Like you just
You would basically be like an action figure that has all their fingers glued together.
So we're locked elbows.
Or
locked
it would
fingers?
just be like
No, I think
so
your
like it
fingers-
would just
your,
or like just a fit like just your palm.
your hands, it would be like exactly. Your fingers would be gone and your thumb.
Okay, I didn't know if your hands would still be the same size, but it would just be one giant palm.
So it's no elbow. Your arm is a rubber band, basically, but you have fingers. So
No, it's one bone. It'd be like one long bone.
Elbows make a joint, so you don't have a joint if you have no elbows. So it's just one big bone.
All right, so let's reword the question. You don't have hands, or your arms are just one long bone. So basically, you don't have biceps anymore.
Yeah.
fingers, take them. No, I'm kidding.
I would have to
Jeez,
go.
bro.
I think I would. It would be really. Think about even driving, guys. You have to push your seat all the way back because you can't. It's fucking terrible. I would have to go no elbows still, but it'd be awful.
I had friends from Cape Cod in college that drove that by choice. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, you
that
can't
was-
even see over the steering wheel.
I actually, not to sound like a weirdo, but I did that today. For some reason, I was just like, I wonder what it'd be like to drive with 10 and 2. And my arms were straight because my back was against the seat or whatever. And I was driving normal with my arms in a locked position, not bent.
How do you guys normally drive? Because I do like 3 fingers on my left hand and that's it. My other hand like taps shit because I listen to music.
My left elbow rests on the door, and then I put my right hand up on top of the steering wheel.
Okay.
Well-
Does anyone 10 and 2?
No, I drive over an hour each way to work, so I get lazy. My hand just rests on the bottom of the steering wheel, like one hand.
I like that one.
So
What about you, Josh? In your big truck?
Do.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I say the elbows. So I'd rather keep my fingers.
As much as I want to say that and keep my fingers, I feel like it would affect more things in your life.
How are you going to pick up anything without your fingers?
People make do. I don't know. Do you still have a
You
thumb
still
or
have
no?
wrists.
Does the thumb count?
So yes, you could still. So you have elbows and your wrist will still move in a normal manner. Still,
No thumbs.
you wouldn't be able to type. You wouldn't be able to game, Xbox or PS, even computer game or whatever. You couldn't do any of that. You wouldn't be able to use your cell phone. I
No
feel like-
finger banging.
Yeah, you could palm a girl.
I guess, but I mean, if she could take a
Fist a girl.
palm, if she could take a palm, do you really want it?
Yeah, right. There's a lot of sensitive things that you wouldn't be able to do with your fingers, I think. And I think if you had elbows, it would just be a minor inconvenience.
More than minor, but I deal with the straight arm. You can always put your seat back. You can type with your arms straight. It actually be good for you. You'd have great triceps. You could still video game. You could still make You'd be an awkward son of a bitch. People would
You
be
always
like,
bring
"Why?"
up the sandwiches, bud. You love bringing that up.
Yeah,
I don't. You know what the worst
You
part
work
is,
at
guys?
Subway? Jesus.
I don't even eat a lot of sandwiches. Like I rarely eat bread, but for some reason my go-to is sandwiches. I don't really get it.
It's just, I think it's embedded into a guy's mind that sandwiches are a man thing, and we must have sandwiches.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I was throwing that. I don't know. I was just saying it. Brian, what do you think, bud?
I would rather keep my fingers.
Yeah. So Josh, you're still going. Keeping your elbows.
No, I said I'd have to get rid of my elbows. I think everyone would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, give me a person that says that they would get rid of their fingers and keep their elbows, and I'm gonna tell that person they're wrong.
100 times over, you're wrong.
Is this the first unanimous vote that we've all agreed on?
We had one. With you, yeah, I think so.
With you, yeah.
I know. I'm the fucking Eddie Haskell of the group, but
we had one a couple weeks ago where we all agreed on it. I forget what it was though.
I don't know. This isn't an easy one, but I think it would be easy to adapt to no elbows, especially like knowing you've had them. Let's put it that way. Obviously, if you're born with either, whatever, because that's all you know. But
so I just thought of something that'd be really hard to do. Something that'd be really hard to do with no elbows is getting dressed.
Oh my
shit.
God.
So with no fingers.
Try to button your shirt.
You could just
try to button the shirt.
Put pressure and pull up your pant leg and stuff and pull up your shirt.
Wait, yeah, you could never even touch your face. You couldn't even wash your face.
You couldn't? Yeah, you wouldn't.
Or brush your teeth.
You
have to use your arm.
You have
to use your upper arms for like.
I wish people could see us right now because we look retarded.
Wait.
Yeah, Kev, I was just about to say. People can't
we're
see
over
us,
here.
but we all have our arms.
Flailing our arms.
I actually just knocked my phone off the bed and unplugged my headset, trying to fucking swing my arm like an asshole.
So all right, I thought we were done with this. I thought we were done with this. I don't think we're done with this at all. So
yeah, but you can't button a shirt, no fingers.
Button a shirt. You wouldn't.
All right.
You wouldn't have. So you wouldn't have button-up shirts. You would just have. People would be able to make your clothes with no fingers, though.
Guess what you couldn't do?
You couldn't sew or anything if you didn't have
fingers. Guess what you couldn't do? You couldn't wipe your ass.
You
couldn't wipe your ass.
Yeah, you could, Josh.
You're bending your elbow.
You're bending your elbow there.
Oh, I'm not a flexible person. A yoga chick could wipe her ass with no elbows.
Well, I'm not a yoga chick.
I'm not a yoga, yeah.
Yeah, but you guys are more flexible than me, dude. I got the spine of a fucking tyrannosaurus.
You'd have to have someone
I got
bathe
9
you
foot arms.
and
There's no way
do all that stuff for you.
You do have long fucking arms, Kevin.
You would have to, Brian. You'd have to have like personal ass wipers.
You'd have PCAs either way, I think. I think you'd need a PCA no matter what. That doesn't stand for personal something ass wiper.
You'd have to do teamwork with everything you do in life. You'd have to have a buddy with you at all times to help you out with anything. If you didn't have,
you know what we should do? We should find someone. We probably can't find someone with no elbows because I don't think that exists. Maybe, but very rare. We need to find someone that has no fingers or thumbs and get their opinion. Be like, hey, would you rather get fingers and thumbs but get rid of your elbows? See what they say. Obviously, they're going to be kind of biased, but they might be like, yeah.
We should just do it. Like tape one of us.
Do this pretty easily.
One of us tape our fingers down, our whole hand, tape it together. It's one ball, both of our hands, and the other person just tape like sticks to our arms.
So you can get a cardboard tube and put your
cardboard tubes. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm driving.
I'm down, guys.
Have us compete to do simple
Let's do a short video on this soon, and we'll get you back to the we'll get the results back to you guys.
I think
that's an excellent idea, Kevin. Holy shit!
I think surprisingly, I think it's going to be easier. Believe it or not, if you don't think so, it's going to be easier without get the person that doesn't have their fingers is going to be able to do more. Yeah, I really think so.
I think so too now. Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to type, but other than that, use your phone. But I mean, you can you can use your phone with speak assist, right? Like everything else. So
I guess it's pretty important to have elbows. Never thought of that.
I still don't want to do it that way, but I think it's gonna surprise us.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about us, though. We usually I don't, but you guys usually think it all through pretty good. I think this would make a pretty funny YouTube video, just a life in a day, and half of us have no fucking fingers and half of us have no elbows.
Yeah, let's do it. This is what we do. We conduct science experiments here.
Yeah.
I'm going no elbows.
The cameraman definitely needs to have both fingers and elbows.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
A camera taped to his friggin' arm.
Imagine the two.
That's one thing you could be
time.
with either one. It's a cameraman.
After everything, the whole video's done, but the camera's pointing at the ground the entire day.
I just want to see those two guys play catch with each other.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome, Justin.
You would probably have a cannon if you had no elbows. It'd just be a catapult.
You'd be a softball player.
Fucking trebuchet.
I saw a video yesterday, I think it was on Instagram, of a girl playing dodgeball, but she was throwing the dodgeballs like a softball player and knocking the girls out on the other side. It was awesome.
Yeah, I just saw that.
I saw that too. She had a
how
rifle of an arm. Like I saw her nail one of the girls in the face, and she just fell backwards. So it was pretty good.
One of the girls on our old softball team, the Scared Hitless or Big Wood, whatever one you want to call it, had a pretty good softball arm. I forget who it was. I don't know if you remember, Brian.
No.
Either way, I don't understand how the physics behind that works. I feel like it'd be much faster overhand, but those girls could throw pretty fast underhand.
Yeah. So is it unanimous decision, right?
Yeah.
We'd all rather keep our fingers.
Yeah.
I'm going fingers.
Well,
Finger
no,
blast.
not after that last discussion. I might want to keep my elbows.
Keep them.
Not. I'd have to wait until we do the social. First.
Yeah.
So, then I guess I kind of did the schedule a little weird, but we're gonna move right into another Would You Rather, unless you guys want to talk about schizophrenic cats.
Your choice.
Let's break up the Would You Rathers. Let's talk about the cats.
Okay.
So, I read an article today that was titled "Do Pet Cats Cause Schizophrenia? A New Study Suggests No." Now, first of all, I want to talk about how stupid of a fucking title this is. What an ambiguous title! It's basically clickbait. But I didn't even know this was an age-old question. But I guess scientists thought that having a pet cat would cause young people to have schizophrenic tendencies. I guess there's some parasite that causes toxoplasmosis and mental health disorders or whatever. A study in the United Kingdom of 5,000 children proved that there was no evidence that cat ownership during the gestation or childhood period was associated with psychotic experiences that would lead to schizophrenia and mental illnesses. But so I guess for all of you cat owners out there, you're safe and your kids are safe. So I don't know.
Toxoplasmosis is real though. That thing,
it's a real thing.
That can affect mice and rats, and it actually it draws them towards the scent of cat piss. So they go towards the cat piss, and then they get mauled by the cat. It's like
this is a real thing?
Yeah.
I never knew about this.
I never knew that scientists thought about that.
That's pretty nuts.
And I guess it's huge in like South America, and it like can cause just rage in people and stuff, and that's like why there's a lot of fighting down there and stuff. I don't know.
Zombie virus?
Yeah,
cats cause the zombie virus.
What? So we could get this? Like people can get this? I'm never leaving.
I think a large percentage of us have some of it in us already. In the United States.
My cat just got lost in the backyard.
So. Really?
I probably do.
Good joke, Brian. I didn't get it, Brian. It was a good joke.
I still don't get it, but I laughed anyways.
What?
He's basically saying he's gonna get rid of his cat.
I just didn't really hear half of it, but I was like, and then I was like, I'm supportive.
Brian.
Have you guys seen the episode South Park where they do cheesing, where they get cat piss in their face? Is that a real thing?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
They just made it up to be sarcastic or whatever. So maybe it actually is a real thing, because if toxoplasmosis can cause psychosomatic tendencies of people or whatever.
I wonder if they were thinking of it like that.
Probably not.
I just typed it in how many people are affected. 60 million people in the United States are infected with this parasite.
What? No, you're fucking kidding me right
No
now.
shit.
No.
John,
I just
Oh,
looked it up. I saw him
We're
typing
talking
away.
about We're talking about Voyager
Wait.
right now.
what is your source? What is your source? That's 20%
Google.
of the population.
Type in toxoplasmosis in Google. That's it. And
I
it's,
don't want to. I don't want to.
So,
Tell me
it
that.
says-
But I also
Yeah.
don't think that that's schizophrenia by any means. Like I'm
No.
pretty
I
sure
might have
schizophrenia is a genetic disorder. It's passed
Okay.
down through your family. I don't think you get it from cat piss or cat anything, cat food, cat hair.
It mostly
So-
causes mild flu-like illnesses, like symptoms, aches, tender lymph nodes, stuff like that.
Does it go away?
My lymph nodes
Maybe
are
eye
fucking
problems.
tender.
So hold on. Does it like go away? Or does it just like go dormant and then like you get other issues later in life? I want to figure that out. Can they test for it? I have so many questions now. I gotta go to the doctors ASAP.
yeah, I don't know.
Getting
Yeah, I'm
scared
sure they
over
can
here.
test for it.
I probably-
It's not a disease though. It's toxoplasmosis. It's
Yeah.
not a disease. It sounds
It's
like
an
a
infection.
disorder. It's not
Can
like
they get
Lyme, like Lyme's disease. That's for fucking life. You got Lyme's
Yeah.
disease, you're
I
fucked.
got that. I have it.
Do you?
Yeah. I
Kevin,
got it.
Lyme's disease is really fucking bad for you. Like
Yeah.
really, really bad.
I caught it just in time, so I don't really have any post effects on it. But
Seis per service.
so I read here. I got an article from the Washington Post. Is where I got this article from. It says it's clear that the parasite that causes toxoplasmosis infections in people depends entirely on cats because it reproduces only in cat intestines and it spreads via the feline feces.
So don't
also-
touch your cat shit.
Yeah, basically like clean out your litter box with gloves and a hazmat suit.
So wait a minute. So that it is true then that cats spread it? Like now you just said at the
Yeah.
beginning you said it didn't. It is true. You said in the beginning you said
Well,
that it's not true.
So this is the virus, but it said that this does not cause. So it says there's good evidence that the infections are associated with psychosis, but some researchers hypothesize that owning cats in childhood increases the risk of developing mental illnesses, particularly schizophrenia. And a handful of studies have supported this idea, but people can also become infected with that virus from undercooked meat or contaminated water.
Jeez.
Flint, Michigan.
So I guess the title is definitely misleading because if you
Yeah.
can catch it from a cat, you can
Fuck,
also catch it from
Freddie.
eating contaminated water.
Yeah.
Then how do they know where the source came from? It could be from your cat.
It's
Yeah, right.
multivariable.
I
Yeah.
think they should
But I
quarantine
al-
all
Kev,
cats.
So basically, just
also-
don't drink water, don't eat meat, and don't have a cat.
Quarantine
okay.
cats, go vegan, and I don't know how you get around the water thing. Coconut milk? I'm not sure.
If Trump says no
Um,
cats, I'm fully in support now.
I'm on board with that. Yeah.
Build a
The one
cat
thing-
wall.
The one thing you could it'll be huge.
A giant,
Like,
it's just
guys,
scratching.
Forget it.
No.
All humans are welcome. We're
Josh,
about the cats.
it's a thing. It's the
Send
same
all
thing
the
as
cats
this
to Mexico.
regular wall, except it doesn't have any cat doors in the bottom. So think about this, so Kev. So I said don't clean out your litter box, like do it carefully. What if your cat shit? I mean, I have a cat. It's definitely shit on the floor. I've stepped in it and I rubbed my shoe in grass. I'm like, all clean. But then I step on my fucking gas pedal. All of a sudden, it's winter time. My gas pedal's dirty. I clean it off with a towel. I bring the towel in the house. Now I got psycho fucking plasdoki.
Yeah.
You do have mild schizophrenia, I think, bud.
It's possible. I'm not gonna shut it down. What? Don't
I'll
shut
say-
it down, Taylor.
I say if the only one in here I think that might have a slight form of schizophrenia is you know who, Josh.
Yeah, I know.
Kid's got
Wait.
19 characters sitting up in his head.
Oh, not me. Thank God. Fuck.
That's why I said I have it.
But you don't have any cats, though.
I
You must
used
be
to when I
drinking
was a
some
kid.
Oh wow! Evidence right there. Boom.
And he eats dirty meat.
It says here what the new research doesn't really answer is whether the cat ownership during pregnancy or childhood is linked to later schizophrenia because the participants haven't yet reached the age of onset of that disorder,
So I'm
which
all set.
typically develops between ages 18 and 25.
I'm all set. Then. I'm
But they
clean.
also added that if there's a cat mental illness connection, the early signs would be detectable when the participants were screened for psychotic experiences at age 13 and 18. So
No.
you kind of catch it when you're a little bit younger, I guess.
No,
Or-
I'm all set.
Yeah.
I will say I did spend a weekend with Josh, and he did about 5 different voices in a 7-hour period. So, I don't know.
You guys see
Yeah,
the movie
but I-
Split?
No,
Yeah.
but I want to.
No, I
Fucking
didn't.
goddamn Amazon
That
Fire
movie's
Stick.
nuts. You guys got to see that movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Amazon Fire Stick is letting me down. It keeps showing a different movie about fucking bowling. It's literally the entire thing's about bowling. I watched it
like a
for an
split in
hour.
bowling. Yeah.
It
Bowling
literally
for Columbine?
was, Josh.
Split is well worth it. That guy's a ridiculous actor for kind of how he.
Is he ridiculous?
does.
Really?
So
Also,
ridiculous.
He's no Gibson, but
no way. But no one can be.
who
He
could
does a
be?
good job at it, though.
Rolling Stone raves. He is the next Mel Gibson. Dude, that would sell. Like that movie would just have the biggest weekend of all time if anyone put it in a preview.
Dude, if Mel Gibson was in Trolls, I'd be like, we have to go see this.
So I don't want to take away from the Mel Gibson here in the movie that we were talking about, but I just read this line in this article, and it kind of, you guys are probably gonna laugh at this. One of the scientists said that he was naturally curious about the poor quality of science until now on the link between cat ownership and psychotic outcomes. One day we were talking about this in our research group, and we said, wouldn't it be great if we had better data on this? At that moment, we realized we did, and we used that data to answer that question. Who the fuck thinks of that? Gee, I wonder if my cat is associated with my psychotic health.
That's weird.
I guess that answers the question that they are definitely psychos.
That's far-fetched, Kev, but I think a lot of crazy things have been solved that way. I think a
so,
lot
too.
of crazy links have been.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean,
that is really out there. So some of the stuff that we've discovered, like penicillin was an accident and stuff like that, but the quality of health between you and your cat.
have you ever seen Monsters Inside of Me?
Yeah, my girlfriend's obsessed with that show.
It's a terrifying fucking show. I can't even eat when I watch it. It really, it makes
I just
my
don't like
skin
when they
crawl.
talk about stuff with eyes. I can't watch that, but everything else is fine.
I saw a bad one, and sometimes they're idiots. Like the guy's like, "Yeah, I was coughing up blood for 2 months. I didn't go to the doctor." I'm like, "You actually deserve to die. You're an idiot."
Yeah.
But that aside, one of the cases was this girl. It was an undercooked crawfish, like the little baby lobsters down south, like Louisiana's affiliated with that.
Crawdad.
And the crawfish eats a little plankton thing, and it gets this virus, and she eats the crawfish. It wasn't cooked good enough, and now she's got fucking bacterial meningitis.
Yeah.
And is that crazier to think a cat causing schizophrenia?
I guess not, because it is it's a parasite or whatever. It's the infection. So it's definitely going to be a parasite of some sort.
My real question is, Josh, have you ever had crawdad?
Like the food, like a crawdad?
Like a crawfish, little baby lobster bitch?
No.
Okay, well, maybe it's just a cat then. I don't know.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just kidding. It's the meningitis I was talking about.
It is pretty nuts how one little microscopic organism can really fuck up your life.
I know.
Bad.
By the way, this podcast is really scientific this week. I like it. We're
That's
smart.
nuts.
We are.
I can't
smart.
believe you're right, Kevin. That's great. So once like any minuscule microscopic orgasm can fuck you up like that without even.
Ooh.
Yes, Josh. I fucking
Is that what you're saying?
That's
Yeah,
exactly what I'm saying.
I'm mind bottled about it.
Oh my god, dude! I was earlier about that other topic, but I don't.
You son bitch, dude.
This one makes sense.
You summon a bitch.
So I guess we'll move on from being wicked smart guys instead of big tough guys, and we'll talk about the next would you rather. Would you guys rather never be able to wear pants or never be able to wear shorts?
Wait a minute. Can you wear capris all the time? Even though I never would. I'd rather jump off a bridge, but I'm just saying.
I think capris
That's in
are-
the middle. That's directly in the
Capris
middle.
are just long shorts that you look
I think
like.
capris are popular.
Or short pants.
And
For me, I'll say shorts.
you
What?
never want to be able to wear shorts again, or you want to always wear shorts?
No, I'd rather be able to wear pants.
All the time?
Yeah, I'd roll them up, I guess, and then when it's cold, you have to wear shorts.
So that's the workaround. We generally try to keep away from workarounds. You always
Tight
have to have
pants.
your pant list.
Emo pants. Like really tight to your skin. Can't roll them up. Can't cut them. Can't slit them.
Then no, I would not want to wear those. But if you just wear, like, say you could wear jeans all the time or sweatpants all the time.
I fucking do love sweatpants.
So all kinds of
Well,
pretty-
I mean, with our to Brian's defense, like you got to think in New England, I mean, it's really 3 months of the year where you really can't get away with wearing pants, right? June, July, and August for the most part. But going with that, I fucking hate being hot. I can't stand it. And I run pretty hot too. And in the winter, you're mostly indoors. It would suck having to go outside in shorts and do things. You're basically just going right to your car. So for me, I'm definitely never ever wearing pants again. Granted, but then you can't
Think about how you have to
wedding
shovel at all in the winter.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, you'd look really tacky. in the
No,
winter.
you guys know what you're not factoring in here is your core controls your temperature. I worked in a -30 freezer for 2 years in college, and if you get moving,
That's so cold.
Yeah, it's really fucking cold. It's
Why
a
so
giant.
cold? What were you doing?
It was basically it's a vendor that gives all their groceries to Big Y and Stop and Shop, ice cream, ice, turkeys, all sorts of shit.
Oh, okay.
But day one they start you out with this giant fucking Santa Claus puffy suit, and that's the coldest I've ever been. When you get moving the whole time and you're in there, I eventually was in a pair of long johns and shorts. But my top layers, I had 8 layers on top. And if you stay a little bit active and you layer your chest, I mean, your core keeps your body warm. That's where your warm blood will go through to your legs and arms.
Yeah.
I'd say shorts all day. I'll layer up top pretty good, and then maybe I'll do a nice jog if I'm waiting in line outside. Maybe I have a little run in place. Shit.
I thought originally that I would be on team shorts because I like Josh said, I run hot all the time, and I'm almost always in shorts when I'm at home. But I like to ride my motorcycle, and it's that you can't wear shorts on that because if you fall at all, your legs are done. And if you could probably burn your leg on the exhaust and stuff like that. So, and we only need our shorts in New England at least 3 months out of the year. So I think I'm gonna have to go with team pants on this one, unless I live somewhere else. If I live in California, it'd be team shorts all year, or in Florida with Dave.
Yeah.
It's a good argument.
I think I'd have to go shorts.
I'm going shorts.
Wait, Justin, you would never or always wear shorts?
I would always wear shorts.
Okay,
I mean,
because the thing is never wear shorts or never wear pants. So you would never wear pants. I would never wear pants. The only thing that would suck more than the temperature is with shorts, formal events or going, you know what I mean? Like going to a wedding, you have to wear shorts. I don't know. You have to just look at people like you wouldn't get it, and they're like, I don't fucking get it.
You can't explain it. You can't explain it either. No.
Yeah,
Just always be in the back.
That's the only hard part.
This is a black tie event. Well, I'm wearing a black tie, sir. You're in shorts.
Also, going up to shovel.
Sharpie your legs.
Sharpie your leg.
Going out to shovel in
your
3
pants
feet
look
of
really
snow.
weird after the knee. Long socks. Come on, everything's avoidable here. I'm always shorts. I run way too hot. I went to the gym today, and 10 minutes in, I was sweating my dick off. Granted, I wear a hat because I'm a bald asshole.
With pants on would suck too.
Oh fuck yeah, it would, Kevin.
I might have to just move south.
That would suck. That would be terrible.
But locations relative to California and pants doesn't make sense. Fucking South American pants.
Yeah, that's what makes it tough up here.
I think if I lived in South America, I'd wear pants all the time. And long sleeve shirts because there's a ton of bugs and shit.
Because of ticks and
mosquitoes.
shit.
Yeah.
My uncle lives in California. It's averages 100 degrees
did you guys ever
a day
have
out there, and wears jeans every single day of his life. Never wears shorts at all.
Well, how many bodies does he have in his basement?
Yeah,
It's a different kind of hot though. It's dry. It's very dry out there.
In California, right?
Yeah,
you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
it is.
a hot, dry sun beating down on you, so you kind of It's not bad to cover up, but.
Did you guys ever have the kid in high school who wore shorts year round?
Yes.
Like you'd be at the football game with snow on the ground, and this motherfucker's got seven
Matt
layers.
Melanson always wore shorts.
I
never saw
shorts,
him wear pants once. Never. He was 2 years older than me. He was in my brother's grade, and my brother literally said the same thing. He goes, "I never saw him wear pants once, except I think when he had to for golf, and that was it. That was it."
We also had the opposite with someone remember Anthony Rosner never wore shorts. He was always in jeans.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Even when he peed him.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
See, I don't know these people because I didn't go. I wish I went to school.
We're
You guys
using
would have
full
been a
names.
blast.
That's terrible.
But I know we had those kids. Everybody has the kid who wore shorts. It could be 4 feet of snow. I'm like, you cold? He's like, nah, I'm chilling. How about you? I'm like, you're in fucking shorts, bro. It's fucking January. We're snowboarding. Why are you wearing shorts?
Yeah, we had a coach in high school that would never wear pants at all. Always in shorts.
Ooh. Or what sport, at least?
In football.
Oh.
You played football, Bri?
Yeah.
Number one
Position.
wide receiver.
Huh?
Were you wide receiver?
Yeah, and defensive back.
Nice.
Yep,
I don't
he
know
had
what those mean, but I'm proud
He had
of you.
he had like 37 interceptions. No big deal.
37, he said.
Are you oh,
Not
you
even
fucker,
close.
Kev.
I'm
I
not
was like,
thinking that.
Receptions, I mean.
That's really incredible.
Actually, you did have a couple interceptions when you played defense, right? I remember. I think I remember seeing you
Oh, yeah.
catch it. I didn't go to many football games, so
Yeah.
I was anti-football because I was soccer.
I was
shunned.
soccer too, Kev. I was a goalie.
Oh shit! I played goalie once and I let up 6 goals.
And our football team
That's
was
really
like,
good.
Our
We
football
had, a
team
terrible,
like,
we had a terrible soccer program.
Well, for soccer, that's good though. Only letting up 6 because soccer is wicked high scoring.
yeah.
Yeah.
we had a wicked bad football program
So
and a
exciting.
decent soccer program. And the football kids were like, you little foot fairies. I'm like, I've saved more goals this year than you have points. Who the fuck are you
could
talking
play
to?
soccer because I would accidentally grab the ball. I don't know why. I just feel like I would do that.
Because you got no elbows, Josh.
I didn't play senior year. My junior year, I played. I had the most goals scored on the team with 13, which is we had a game every 2 days. It was awful. We were
You were
worst team.
forward, Kev?
Wow.
I was a center mid.
Not bad. I was just straight goalie, and we had some Polish kid who was phenomenal. So, like, I played, like, twice. The coach was like, yeah, he broke his tailbone. He's like, I can go back in. I'm like, stop. Give me this, you Polish fuck. Just give me this one. And I went in, and then it was a co-ed team, and a girl scored on me. And
Oh, my God.
yeah, didn't let in 6, but I let in 1, and it was Chiquita. Not my proudest day, but it was a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that.
All right. Time for bed.
Is it time for bed?
Yep.
All right, night,
that's-
boys.
Good show.
We're getting up there in time. Yeah, I thought it was pretty entertaining, guys.
It's a little
Stay
over an
tuned
hour.
for next week's show where we talk about, I don't know, maybe we'll have some more Dave Keshins next week if he's on.
I wish.
I hope so. I miss some Dave.
Send in your questions.
Send in
people.
your questions to seadragoncomedy@gmail.com. We'll
Right.
have some Dave
Oh, so-
question.
Someone. Oh, okay. Someone just got shot.
Well,
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Been pretty fun. Bye. What the fuck? You know?
Bye.
Can't behave.
Oh, you
What did I
cut
get
off
kicked?
halfway.
Why'd you guys kick me out for?
Guys, you can't mute your mic when
'Cause
you're
you're
taking a piss.
pissing, dude.
Come on, man.
I thought you said we were done.
We didn't say bye
You had to
yet.
say bye.
This is professional.
Oh,
podcast.
fuck's sake. Dude,
Can
I
you
wouldn't
say
have gone.
bye at least?
I wouldn't have taken
Say bye.
mute.
Can you say bye at least?
Oh, well, when are we saying bye? We doing
Right
it right now?
Killer, your
Do it right
fans
now.
want to hear from you.
Say bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. You are all our baby angels, and we hope you'll join us again next week. Listen, we're gonna try to get Dave back on here. I know he's been AWOL lately, but he's got his priorities, and somehow I guess they're more important than us sea dragons. So next week, tune in, and maybe you'll get a little nice treat with David's presence. All right, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.